On the right, I have the fastest Pentium PC you can buy. It's a compact desk Pro, 600 megahertz, Pentium 3, all the power you can get. And what we have here is the same file on both machines, a Photoshop file created by an artist who is working on the launch of a movie in the channel. And this is actually kind of documents and steps he takes to create some point-of-sale materials. And we're going to use one of the powerful features of Photoshop 5.5, the ability to create scripts and automate your workflow inside Photoshop to run them on both machines.
Now, on the hard disk of every Power Mac G4 we ship, we're including a Photoshop 5 plugin from Adobe that automatically senses that A, you have Photoshop 5, and B, you're running on a Power Mac G4, loads the plugin in that takes full advantage of the Velocity engine. And that's what we're running here. So, Phil.
Would you like to count us down?
Sure. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
So the image is being created. We're bringing in graphics. We're using filters and effects, lighting effects, Gaussian blurs, transforms, all the things you need to do every single day in Photoshop.
Looks like the Power Mac is off to a strong start here.
Pentium's a good machine. We'll give it a chance.
Now, you can recognize in these operations probably the same things you do every single day with Photoshop. Now, we're going to transform Buzz. We're going to reduce him dramatically. A nice progress bar. This is one of those operations that just keeps us all waiting in Photoshop, as you know. And, but the wait is going to be a lot less now. All right. Let's see. Oh, we're done on the Power Mac G4. And the Pentium's building the floor. All right. There's Buzz. We don't get a progress bar in the Windows version, but we do get the hourglass.
Really doing its work. I wish I could make this faster for you, but
now
we did everything we could to help it.
I can tell you two things while we're waiting. The first one is, if you think everything this fall has to do with Toy Story 2, well, you're right. And secondly, to take some of the suspense out of the demo, the Power Mac G4 executing these very common Photoshop tasks is 2x, literally twice as fast as the fastest Pentium 3 money can buy running at 600 megahertz. Twice as fast.
It feels more than that.
It does. Well, you have to remember that twice your lifetime is 2 lifetimes, so it can add up. All right. There we go. Pentium's now done. All right. Now we're going to set up another demo for you. And this demo tests memory bandwidth. Remember we said there was 3 times the memory bandwidth on the new Power Mac G4s compared with the G3s? Well, now we're going to compare it again against the fastest Pentium 2 running at 600 megahertz. So, Phil, what are we going to do here?
Well, what we have here is a set of actions that don't push the processor, but rather memory bandwidth. It's going to take a 8-bit image, convert it to 16-bit, something you need to do for a lot of operations, go through a number of rotates on the image, finish it, and convert it back to 8 bits to be done into print. Very standard processes that are really very memory bound.
This is a standard Adobe test image, isn't it?
Yes.
All right. Why don't you count us down for bandwidth?
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. We're off to the races here. So it's doing some conversions and some rotates. And the Power Mac on the left is done. And the Pentium is still working on it here.
The good thing is it usually does finish.
Okay, Pentium is done. So the Power Mac G3, for those of you that were counting, is again a little over twice as fast as the fastest 600 megahertz Pentium 3. Now the next thing we're going to show you is a QuickTime encode. QuickTime encode of a QuickTime file that you might be familiar with, running on both the PowerMac G4 and the Pentium 3 with the same exact software. Phil, you want to tell us precisely what we're going to look at here?
Sure. We're using Media Cleaner Pro, and it's using some new accelerated QuickTime codecs to take full advantage of the Velocity engine. We're going to take a movie, a DV movie brought in an MPEG format, and we're going to transcode it right into a Sorensen format so QuickTime can stream it on the web. A process that takes a lot of CPU horsepower to do.
Same exact QuickTime file on both machines?
Exactly.
Same program, same media cleaner on both machines?
Yes.
Great.
So
Let's do it.
Count us down.
3, 2, 1, go. Whoops.
Uh-oh, I've started in front.
Uh-oh. I blew it here. All right, we're off to the races on the PowerMac.
Well, you just passed me.
Yeah.
Now you can see from the readout there and the text in the bottom, for those who can read it, that the Media Cleaner Pro on the left and the PowerMac takes 1 minute to compress 1 minute of video. So real-time compression. On the right, the PC is taking 2 minutes and 5 seconds to compress 1 minute of video.
So that means we could compress this James Bond film trailer and actually then play it back in the same time it'll take the PC to compress it. Full 2 to 1. That's amazing. We're done on the PowerMac. And we're still working at it on the PC.